Here's the thing. We know that words are massively important in our everyday lives. I mean, we're conscious of what we say and how we say it as we move through our days and engage in different conversations. Well, the same is true in our businesses. And if you happen to have a business that's unique to you, but not unique in the marketplace, aka someone else does what you do, offers similar products and services at the same price point and to a similar demographic, then it begs the question, how do you stand out and differentiate yourself in a busy world? Well, you turn your pretty eyes and valuable attention to your copy. Hey there, I'm Nat Milligan, a content copywriter and soulful strategist for small creative and spiritual businesses, helping them craft words for the web so they get seen and heard by the people who need them most. As I said, the words you write in your business needs to be the thing that separates you from your competition. Hey, let me jump off script real quick and tell you about my free guide that will help you define your unique brand voice. If you find value in any of the tips shared in this video, then you'll want to hot foot it over to nataliemilligan.com and grab this free guide, which will help you take what we cover here a step further and a level or two deeper. Here are 5 ways to write copy for your business that showcases your personality and defines your unique brand voice. So, what is your brand voice? Your brand voice is the tone and impressions your readers get when they consume your content, such as a blog or video or podcast. It's really important that the words you use describe who you are and what you do, captivate your readers' attention enough so that they can take the desired action. So let's look at the 5 things you can do to make this happen. Number 1, what are people saying? There's a quote from Scott Cook where he says, "A brand is no longer what we tell the consumer it is what consumers tell each other it is." And I think that applies here. I want you to think about the words you and your customers use to describe your business. What adjectives do they use? Write them down and see if the words you use are the same as your customers. Hopefully they are, because that will mean that there's an alignment, a synergy between the two. And here's where words come into play. When you know how your customers feel about your brand, you can write words in your business that resonates with them in tone and in energy. Make sense? Okay. And number 2, content mine your own material. Now, you've probably heard content creators talk about content mining when they're looking for ideas to post on social media or scouting for ideas for their weekly content. Well, the same principle applies here. The only difference is that instead of researching content outside of your business, I want you to turn the focus on your own content. Look through your messages and emails and blog posts and social media feeds. What phrases and words do you use all the time? Pay attention to any unique phrases, or what some copywriters call your youisms. These are the words and phrases that people feel are synonymous with you. Conversely, Pay attention to what I call the icky stuff. These are the words, terminologies and phrases that you would never use. These words are like foreign to your lips and feel unnatural. Because here's a copywriting tip to remember. If you wouldn't say it, don't write it. The purpose of this exercise is for you to notice patterns in your language and then put them in your copy. When you do that, your words will feel more natural, more like you. Okay, number 3. Embrace your quirky charm. So, you know that weird thing that you do? Yep. The thing that you know if other people found out about it would make you cringe a little. Well, that is your quirk. If you have a weird obsession for Marmite, or the fact that you may happily trade in a night out for a pair of fluffy socks, a bowl of popcorn and a glass of wine while you binge watch The Crown. What, just me? Well, these things make up part of your story. They're a side of your personality that, if you wish, you can lace into your copy. This is one way to, what I like to say, copy-proof your copy. It's also an opportunity to let your reader learn more about you, and possibly for them to see themselves in your copy, which builds connections. Here's something to remember. These quirks ultimately become the things that separate you from others in your field. And when you put them in your copy, you showcase your personality and you define your brand voice. All right, moving on to number 4. Express your polarising power. I love this one, and I really believe that this is how you stand out in a noisy online world. It's time to crystallize the reason why you exist, what you love and loathe as it relates to your industry, your mission, your vision. And this, in my opinion, is super important. Consider these questions to get the juices flowing. What aspect of your industry, sector or niche riles you up? What pisses you off? What makes you want to get up on your soapbox for the next hour? What's your fight, your big why, and the reason why you started your business? Now, you don't have to be angry about it, but you should be passionate. This is your polarizing power. And these principles should be present on your website, scattered throughout your copy, and sprinkled in your captions and emails. Your audience should know your why and core values and feel connected to your mission. Don't be afraid to identify what you stand for and who you serve. I like to give examples from my own business because I sometimes feel like that offers up ideas for you so you can apply them in your own business, right? So here's one of mine. I believe that websites are an asset to your business. However, there are loads of people in my industry who disagree, and that's cool. But I put my stake in the ground over here, and the people I serve also believe that having a website is a good idea. I'm not sitting on the fence saying, oh, well, you could have a website, or well, you don't need a website. No, I'm picking a side and I'm shouting about it. I don't want to be this or that. I want to be right here, and you can do the same in your business. Because, and here's a bit of sage marketing wisdom that did not originate from me. If you're speaking to everyone, you're speaking to no one. Remember that, and don't be afraid to niche down and stand up for what you believe in. Okay, now we're on to the fifth and final tip. Untap your storytelling superpower. We're all storytellers at heart. Yeah, I know, you may not think you are, but trust me, it's written in your genetic code, baby, because it's the way we've survived throughout history. Once upon a time, the caveman told his neighbor, "Watch out for that saber-toothed tiger. It tried to kill me this morning." And in knowing that story, his neighbor lived to forage and fight another day. Storytelling is a way of life and can be a powerful tool in our copywriting toolbox. Try to see stories as an opportunity to have a little fun when you talk about your products and your services, and you can even use them in your call to actions, your CTAs. The point is, have fun when you write words for your business. Experiment and try new things. Stories can be incredibly effective when it comes to sales and marketing and can help you stand out from your competition. And I think that's what we're here to do, right? Stand out in a busy online world. And there you have it. 5 ways to write copy for your business that showcases your personality and defines your unique brand voice. Before I go, I want to say that I know so many of you worry that sounding chatty will make you appear less professional. But I disagree. I really, truly do. And I hope that this video has given you some ideas on ways to make your copy more conversational and relatable. People want to do business with other people. We want to buy from businesses that we know and like and trust. How do you do that if you hold back and are afraid to show the world who you really are? All right. Now remember, you can take this a step further and really perfect your brand voice and copywriting style by downloading this free guide. It's packed with exercises, tips and insights, and includes a handy glossary of copywriting terms to help you stay on your writing game. You'll find a link to it wherever you are watching this video. And now I would love to hear from you. Did you like this video? Was it helpful in any way? What's the number 1 key takeaway or brand voice tip that resonated with you the most? I would love to know. Head over to nataliemilligan.com and leave a comment there. Until next time.